A very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all to the new academic session of online teaching for class 7th. You all know me, I am Mrs. Kalpana Dore and I am going to take up your computer class for class 7. Now before we begin with the chapter, let me introduce you with the book. This is Logics from KIPS publication, and this book we are going to read for class 7. Now in this book, as you can see, we are going to go into the detailed study about the computer hardware components. Now computer hardware components, what are the different types of hardware? Now here's a chart which I have drawn for you all children. The structure of computer. Now basically, as you know, from the day you have started learning computers, the teachers might have taught you basic structure. What is the structure? The main parts of computer. The basic structure is hardware and software. So similarly, structure of computer is being divided again into two parts, hardware and software. Now further, hardware is being divided into internal hardware and external hardware. When we come down to software, they are being divided into different parts. The first is application software and the second one is system software. Now we are going to leave the software part. We are going to concentrate only on the detailed study of hardware. So let us come down to the hardware. Now when we talk about hardware, what is hardware? So the definition which you've already read past so many years, the same definition I'll just recall, that hardware, all the physical components which we can touch and feel or see inside a computer, they are called hardware. All the physical components which we can touch and see inside the computer or outside the computer are called hardware. So now hardware, I think, basically is divided into two parts, internal hardware and external hardware. Now internal hardware, as the name suggests, it is built inside the CPU box. Internal hardware is built inside or fixed inside the CPU box. Now different types of internal hardware is motherboard, video card, PCI, sound card, CPU, RAM, ROM, heatsink, disk drives, SMPS and different ports used. So these are the different internal devices or the parts of internal hardware. Now when we talk about external hardware, external hardware, again it is divided into input devices, output devices and storage devices. Now what I want you all to draw this chart in your rough or your fair notebook, single line fair notebook. So you need to draw this chart and learn it by heart. Okay. Now we come down to the book. So coming to the book, this is your chapter 1, computer hardware components. Okay. And a detailed study about the different parts of the internal and external hardware is given there. Is it clear to you? Now when we talk about internal hardware, as it is said, now here, come down to this part, internal hardware. Now you need to underline this. The internal hardware components that are installed within the CPU cabinet are called internal hardware. This will be the definition for internal hardware. And examples I've already drawn you. I'll show you on the whiteboard through a chart I've shown you. Now the first part is motherboard. Now what is motherboard? A motherboard is the main circuit board of the computer that holds the most essential components of the computer system. This is the definition for motherboard. It is the main circuit board which is fixed inside the CPU cabinet. The base of a motherboard consists of a rigid plastic sheet. The board is mother of all components. That is where it gets its name from. It serves, underline it, it serves as a single platform to connect all the parts of the computer together and allows them to communicate with each other. A motherboard is mounted inside the CPU cabinet and connects CPU memory, hard drives, optical drives, video cards, sound card and other expansion cards directly or via cables. So the motherboard is the main circuit board which fixes all the other internal parts, hardware parts of the computer. The motherboard works like a bus terminal, that is junction of all the devices. As all the buses originate from and end up in the terminal, similarly, all the activities related to the connected devices start and end up in the motherboard. To and fro motion means the connection goes from the motherboards to the different parts of the computer, as well as it returns back, the signal return back to the motherboard. Now motherboard mainly consists of processor chip, BIOS, it is basic input output system. Basic input output system. Memory chips, external storage controllers, which is used for video display and sound display, video card and sound card we can say. Expansion slots for connecting additional circuit boards. If you want to increase the RAM slot, if you want to increase, there are expansion slots given there. Now the second one is PCI. Now what is this PCI? It is peripheral component interconnect. Now peripheral component interconnect, it serves, please underline, it serves as a connection between the computer's motherboard and any connected hardware. So this is a place where different parts of the computer hardware, the internal parts of the computer hardware are being connected on the motherboard. The PCI transmits data and power between a computer and the device. PCI was introduced by Intel in the year 1992. So the picture of PCI is also given. You can just go see this. You can see the figure 1.1. Now the second internal hardware is sound card. A sound card is a hardware component that is fixed either in an expansion slot or on the motherboard. Now by default, when you buy a computer, it is by default fixed inside the motherboard. Okay, the expansion slot, it is fixed inside. The sound card is an essential internal device. Now it is fixed inside the motherboard. It controls the input and output of the sound signals. It receives and sends audio signals to and from the computer. If you are listening to a sound, that is only with the help of sound card. If you are using your mic, that is only with the help of sound card and other drivers. A sound card converts the digital data to sound and vice versa. It enables the computer to reproduce sound or play music through output devices like speakers, headphones, and record audio with a microphone. Separate PCI sound cards are used to get higher quality sound. So now only a detail, what is a sound card, whether it is a internal hardware, external hardware, and what is it used for? Only the use, the function of sound card, and where it is placed. This much you need to know about this. Okay. Now for today we have finished till here, till sound card. The later we'll continue with the other internal hardware devices later on. Now today's work for you all is, the homework is, you need to study and learn the structure of this structure of the computer. Okay, you are going to draw this chart in your notebook. Let it be fair or rough, no problem. You will be drawing this chart in your notebook and learn it by heart. Okay children, so thank you so much.